Welcome to the journey of exploring strange lands and mysterious stories that few people know about. If you're someone who loves the eerie, history, and places filled with untold tales, then this is the place for you. Join me, listen carefully, and let's uncover the mysteries of the world around us. Today, we begin our journey in a place like no other, Salem, the Witch City of America. Some places not only have a timeless beauty, but also hold untold stories that linger in the air. Salem is one such place, a small town in Massachusetts, where time seems to stand still and the ghosts of its past quietly exist. I arrived in Salem on a cool autumn afternoon, with the chilly wind sneaking through the old cobbled streets. From the very first step, I felt that I was not alone, as if someone was watching me from behind the mist-covered windows. This city is not loud, but it whispers. It tells the tale of a dark period, the year 1692, when the town fell into a frenzy known as the witch hunts. It all began with a few young girls displaying strange behaviors. They would twitch, scream, and speak in tongues. No one knew what was happening, but in the midst of panic, accusations began. This person is a witch, that one practices witchcraft. And so, the trials began. No evidence, no logic. Just an accusation was enough to condemn someone. Over 200 people were accused, 19 were hanged. One was crushed to death by stones. All of it because of fear and superstition. I stood before Gallows Hill, the old execution site, and felt a cold chill run down my spine. No monuments, no signs, just wind and silence. But in that silence, I heard something echo. Not the sound of cries for help, but a reminder. The souls that were never vindicated still wander here, among the thick mists of history. I entered the Salem Witch Museum, a place that recreates the brutal trials of the past. In dim light, the narration began slowly, heavily, as if the voice came from another world. Wax figures depicting scenes of accusations, torture, and execution. I looked into their eyes, not the eyes of witches, but the gaze of people pushed to the edge. They died because of blind faith, and what remains today is sorrow and a warning. Today, Salem is a town of tarot shops, spell books, crystal stones, and people who identify as modern-day witches. But beneath that commercial facade, Salem still holds its dark soul, a silent ghost that has never disappeared. The locals told me stories about figures seen wandering through Gallows Hill at midnight, about voices crying out from old graveyards, about the sudden chill that sweeps over you when you pass by the old house, once a courtroom for the witches. No one can prove these things are real, but no one dares say they don't exist. And if you come here in October, the month of Halloween, you will see Salem come alive like never before. The whole town transforms into a magical realm. Witches, ghosts, zombies, mysterious festivals, eerie music, and flames dancing all night long. But beneath all the bright colours, there is an ancient whisper, "Don't forget us." Salem doesn't try to scare you. It only wants you to remember. I left Salem when the sky had already turned dark, but it felt as if I was still there. There was something in me that didn't want to leave, not because of its old beauty, but because of the sad truth that had sunk deep into this place. Salem is not just a landmark. It's a symbol of what humanity can do to each other when fear and ignorance lead the way. If you too love places like this, where the past never sleeps, where history echoes with every breath, then stay with me. This journey has just begun. Subscribe to the channel, and let's explore forgotten lands, untold stories, and mysteries waiting to be uncovered.